can you open the door for you?
And what's your first order of business?
First order of business is we're gonna seal the minutes, my dear.
Are we back on?
Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Just got out of non-public session. So immediately after coming into public session, the first order of business is to seal the minutes. I'll make a motion to seal the minutes from the public session we just had.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, so we got to review the minutes, okay? So we got two sets of minutes. The first one are the public minutes in your little packet. One of you want to entertain a motion? If you feel it's all set to go, we'll move that one on.
Motion to approve the public minutes dated April 4th, 2023. No,
March.
March.
Did I
What was the
read it
date?
there?
Yeah. What is the date? What was the date?
March
Motion.
March 14th. No,
March 7th?
no, it was March 7th, yeah.
Motion.
And I apologize too, because it looks
It
like.
says February 7th.
I'll have to make sure that those are February, but you got the minutes, because I sent them to you electronically.
Yeah.
So if you're okay with them.
Absolutely.
I could have put the wrong ones in the packet tonight, and I'll make sure I check that.
No
It's not
problem.
a date thing.
So motion to approve public minutes dated March 7th.
It actually is a date thing, because you can see within the minutes it talks
says,
about.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a heading thing, and I'll correct that.
Okay, so he made a
I
motion
did.
to approve the public minutes.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we got non-public minutes, we're right here. You also were sent a copy of it, this has to do with our non-public, okay, that we had last month.
Motion to approve non-public minutes dated March 7th, 2023.
Wrong date on this one too.
Gotcha.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So I got them both signed for you, but
And
you may have to, you wanna go in and make a little change and we'll re-sign it?
after, at the end of the meeting, I'll quickly go to change, because I don't necessarily need the non-public, it's a signed page, I can just simply change, you signed on the other page on the public minutes.
Yeah,
The non-public is all on one page, so I will need a new signature on that one there,
okay,
the small one right there.
yeah, okay, so here, okay, so now, here's the report that we had. Okay, so all the minutes are done. Okay,
Sorry.
okay, chief,
Oh, it's okay.
you're up.
Okay, so we have, we did talk about last month, I'm gonna remind everybody, we're having a drug take back on April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. here at the Safety Center. And we put up our signs and stuff today, and we should put it on our Facebook, hopefully.
Yes,
And that'll be going on the Saturday, I'm
yes,
assuming.
I put it on Facebook already.
What else? We have some other community stuff coming up that we've been working with other town agencies with, or departments with.
Okay,
We're gonna start participating, the Parks and Rec is gonna start doing a walking club. And we're gonna have an officer go once a month and participate, with people in the walking club. So they're gonna start at the Parks and Rec facility at Severn School, and then probably walk the front park area and walk back. Manchester does a similar program with the elderly kind of stuff or whatever, it's good community relations, people wanna ask us questions or get to meet some of the police officers and stuff, they can participate. So that's during the day, it's a day shift thing, and the first one will be May 22nd at 8:30. Hopefully it's not cold.
yeah. Oh, full of bugs, midges.
Yeah, we're also been in communications with the library on bringing back, we used to do a program called Coffee with the Cops, which was at their, one of their meetings they have like a bunch of meetings all the time. And once a month, we would have an officer go over there as well and be available for the people who are there for other functions to talk to them. Or if they had questions, or we'll do like little presentations for different safety stuff at that. So we're gonna try to get that going, it's been kinda on hiatus since COVID came. So we're gonna put that back.
Okay,
Our canine fund has raised $1,600 so far, and it was in like 2 days of, it came out in the crier, I guess, there was like a little
Yeah.
article in the crier. So we've gotten $1,600 for that.
1,600, good.
Yeah, and Melissa is gonna reach out to you, Dave, to talk to you further, maybe outside, 'cause it might take a little bit.
Yeah.
Outside the meeting, and
Yeah.
look for some more ideas, she's got some good ones, but she might need some guidance or some help or advice.
Oh,
on
yeah,
some of her-
I'm always willing to help her out on that.
So she should be reaching out, if she doesn't, we'll have a talk again next month and see what's going on.
Yeah, for sure, we wanna get going.
Yeah, but it's going pretty good so far, and
Geez, you already raised 1,600, huh?
yeah, she's got some great ideas. So-
I'm working on a couple friends of mine for 1,000 apiece, but I gotta I gotta soften them up a little.
Perfect. Alright,
I gotta hit them after tax time,
there you go.
after the 18th of April.
That's good. We've started doing some enforcement patrols for distracted driving. There's like the state gives us a bunch of
Right,
patrols instead of radar.
it's this month, the month of
It's-
April.
It's distracted driver patrols, and we had one tonight, and people will see extra patrols out for the month, 2 months.
It's actually, we do have another one in May, but, this one only ran for 10 days.
10 days. So for the next, we're in the middle of it, I think.
I tell you, as I drive, because I have a pickup truck, so I'm
Yeah.
higher,
Yeah.
I see more people on their phone.
A lot.
As much as you could see, they're texting, they're all, and you can see somebody swerving in front of you a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
and you go by it, sure enough, they got their head down.
They're on the phone.
Yeah,
It's almost, we were talking about it, I was talking with one of the new officers, and it almost seems like it's very tough to make an impact, you feel. Like, we write tickets, we stop
Yeah.
cars, but you're right, it's become, accepted somehow, and so we'll just keep at
I
it.
mean, even with all the, every state has hands law, there's
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, if I was writing tickets, Jesus, from here going to Wadsworth, probably be able to stop 50 people.
Yeah. What else? We're gonna have some training coming up in the summer with the school. We went to a safety meeting this week with the school and had some talks with them about some different ideas. They can try to improve some safety stuff in the
Yeah.
entrance area. And we've directed our guys to go by there much more often. Guys are going by every day to walk around, walk the property and walk around.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do training with them, we think in August. So we're gonna do some stuff over there.
You say in August?
Yeah, so they usually do it at the beginning of the school. So the
Oh,
teachers
would that
have to
be,
come-
would that be the beginning of the school year, or would that be
Exactly right.
before school starts?
The teachers have to come in early.
Oh, they come in early?
Yeah.
But are you gonna do a full evacuation and bring them to the
We've already
fire?
done a couple of those this year already.
Okay,
And
good.
I don't know if they have another one before the end of school.
Haven't said it yet,
No.
They're doing some other types of drills as well. They do like reverse
Yeah,
evacuation drills and clear the hall drills and all these other stuff. But we're participating in all
I
that.
mean, there's some new federal programs too that came out for money for schools, but that's not our department, but I'm sure the school board must be aware of those
Right.
different grant programs and stuff for school security. In fact, New Hampshire got so much money for school security, so.
So that was it for me for this month.
Okay, any other questions for Ray? Okay, Chip, it's up to you, man.
Okay, again, just another normal month, 205 car stops, 9 arrests, and did a total of like 12 reports that required like an incident report. We also had use of Narcan, saved somebody who was probably gonna die. The guys went there and saved another life,
Good.
so good. Other than that, that is it, not a whole lot going on other than that. I would anticipate with summertime coming, it's gonna get a lot busier, we got
I would think so.
You mean on the drug part?
Well-
Everything.
everything, we got new officers out there, just digging things up and, shaking the tree to see what falls out, so it's gonna, I predict we'll probably.
We got a lot of new go-getters.
Yep, pretty good summer. New
Yeah.
blood, and that kinda leaches over into the guys that have been here for a while, cause, they wanna go out there and, represent them as well, so. And it's all in the interest of safety, so that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, other than that, that's it.
How's that new hybrid working? Did we get it in, the one that,
We have two of them now.
not two?
Yeah, and
The
they're
second one is
Yeah,
doing well?
Yeah, and I think I checked the other day,
Chip doesn't like
I don't like
it's different, it's quiet, right, so it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, are we gonna, but it's not a full electric, it's a hybrid, right?
Yeah, so I think I checked the other day and one of them was getting 20 miles a gallon, but my car was getting like 12. So it's pretty good. It's
That's
like
significant.
8 mile
Yeah.
a
And
gallon.
you don't have to charge, because a hybrid, the
Yeah.
motor in the car,
Yeah.
That's where you
charge it.
save it all, is when you park somewhere, the motor will shut off.
Yeah,
What you're doing under like 10 miles an hour, you're just coasting, feels like a golf cart.
It does.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's a different, if you don't have to ride in one, it's different, totally different.
because,
There's no noise.
if you look at engine hours on a cruiser,
That's-
it'd be like a whole mess of hours,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're idling all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So that's gonna be a lifesaver there,
Yeah,
for gas saving.
yep, well, so far so good. We've actually, the gas line is actually pretty reasonable now, it does help.
And the
gas prices
acceleration, I bet you
come
the
down.
acceleration is better in the hybrid than the,
Torquey.
It's torquey,
It's
yeah.
very torquey and the drivetrain's very responsive.
yeah,
When you step on it, it goes.
it goes right away.
Yep, there's no
Yeah.
lag time.
Yeah,
You gotta try the Porsche electric.
oh,
Oh my god. I thought he was joking, he said, you're gonna feel the G's.
Yep,
But he took me
just
in it,
push
and
it back.
he did. Yeah, it was totally unbelievable.
So we've got a
All right.
couple Mustangs on the order, the electric ones, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Any question, is that your full
Yep,
report?
that's it, yep.
Any questions for the lieutenant? All righty. Hello, Steve, how are you?
Mr. Award.
Congratulations on your award.
Thank you very, very much. I also want to thank Auburn PD for giving me the award. It was very,
Well, yeah.
very nice and
Good.
kind of makes me.
I was happy when I saw it. I got in there, I sat looking at the program, I said, that's Steve Grange, you know,
Very,
that's
very
great.
nice award.
Then I looked and you were there, but, you know, because I think you were there last year too, so that's good. So, you know, I see they've had another nice article in the Crier, so they can keep doing that. That's one way you're gonna get it. And then when we have bigger events, you know, some exposure at these bigger events.
Yeah, I think this will be a good year because everybody's gonna start coming. People
Yeah.
are starting to come back.
There seems to be a renewed interest.
Right, and I think we're supposed to have, I think we're gonna be having a meeting pretty soon. I know, Melissa's trying to get everyone, get something scheduled, but it's always something's popping up. But, she's gonna get something going. She also has, I guess the distribution lists and everything pretty much up to date too. She's been doing work on that. She saw me at the awards and was telling me that, so, hopefully it'll be good to get all the leaders back together and get everybody rejuvenated again for the summer. But otherwise, it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah. I mean, crime-wise and call-wise too, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would anticipate it may go up more as more people start going back, actually physically to work,
Yeah.
and leaving their homes, that there might be an uptick in burglaries and
Yeah,
whatnot.
but as of now,
Everything's.
everything's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm actually only working like 50% from home now.
Great.
I think that seems to be pretty common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People go back at least half-time kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, you have any questions for Mr. Grange? All right, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Okay, review the 2023 budget under old business.
So that's looking pretty good.
We got 1 quarter done, but you
Yeah.
probably don't have all your first quarter bills paid.
Most of them, I think we're doing pretty good. Well, keeps up. I think she went through a lot of them today to make sure they were all.
Oh, I get you.
But everything looks pretty good. Payroll's up, is really good. A couple items are high, but those are the stuff, usually equipment that we had the front end pay for.
Yeah.
And like I said, the ones that we were worried about last year were like fuel and cruiser maintenance. Cruiser maintenance already is up there. We've had a couple fender benders with cars that had to be cleaned up a little bit. And fuel's down, and I think that's just generally because fuel's down about, just over $3, where it was over $4 last year, so we're doing pretty well with that.
Yeah, we only use 18% of our budget for fuel, but you don't have your March bill.
Exactly.
And I know you pay
Right.
that later.
Right.
So, but you're definitely within budget.
Right, so 2 months should have been, around 20% or so,
Yeah.
it's not, it's pretty good. We're
Yeah.
we're kind of right where we need to be. I don't think there's anything major on it that jumps out.
Subscriptions, you'll see is a little high, but that's because we
You
pay.
have to pay them up front.
Yeah, the IMC is paid at the beginning of the year, and that's the bulk of our one. Equipment, training's a little high, we paid for a couple trainings, I think getting Trevor ready for
Yeah.
K-9.
Yep.
So, and computer service, again, we paid our IMC bill got paid, so that's kind of a big bulk of it.
So that one we have to keep, when we get into next year's budget, is gonna increase, right? That IMC is changing to,
$8,500, I think it's.
yeah, it's gonna go up.
But yeah.
Because they're changing the software at Rockingham County, and we don't really have a choice. We use them as our.
Yeah, we
dispatch
talked
center.
about that before.
Right, I'm just reminding guys that that'll come up when the budget comes around,
Yeah, well,
you know,
yeah,
so.
you can't get around that one.
No, but we have, both Chip and Melissa are on the committee that is helping implement that with the county. They asked for volunteers, and we wanted to get a couple people in there.
Good.
So we have some advanced warning of what, what's going on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and they were, so Melissa's doing
Biggest
that.
thing we're gonna have, is it supposed to update the system and make it better, more information?
It's gonna be the same, except I kind of equate it to going from Windows 95 to Windows ME or something like that. It's the same but different, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be, there's some significant changes, but I don't think it's gonna be as, that big a deal.
It's just,
Pricing.
yeah, pricing.
Pricing's a big deal, and it's gonna be more intuitive, and so it's gonna be pretty, pretty different from what they.
Well, we've gotta have some benefits, I'm sure.
Oh, sure,
I
there's
think
plenty
you
of
can
benefits.
communicate with other agencies better.
There's gonna be
So
what we
this
call cross-agency.
Yeah.
Agency checks are a big improvement, so if somebody might have a warrant out of Manchester, well, now we might have to call them on the phone, it'll be in there.
Come right up in your
Yeah,
computer.
exactly.
They
So,
can email photos to you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
things like that.
things like that, and then,
Drag and drop things into the call, that's mostly a dispatcher thing, but they'll be able to take somebody's information, just dump it into a call and it self-populates.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be time saving for them and it'll be easier for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, anything else on the old business? We talked about the budget.
Make the amendment.
Pardon me?
oh yes, we can, make an amendment for the MRI market
Yeah,
analysis.
we're gonna do
report.
that, yeah, why don't we make an amendment? Okay, so,
I think I got it.
go ahead, Bill.
Motion to make an amendment, of the MRI cost of $3,000 to amend it to $3,600.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so it was 3,000 and now it's gonna be 36, no
Okay,
problem with that.
thank you.
Okay?
Yep.
And, okay, now, so that was new business?
I don't, was Joe present for the motion? Original motion we had last month's meeting?
He had missed one day.
Yeah, was it last month or the month before?
I think he missed it, so I'm not sure if he can second the motion that he didn't attend, but I'm
You
not
have to
sure.
look it up.
Or could we just,
You can second it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, tell you what,
re-motion?
yeah, remotion.
okay, so let's re-motion
That
this.
way we don't have to worry about it.
Re-motion, that way you won't have to worry. Go ahead.
A motion to amend, the cost for MRI from $3,000 to $3,600.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Abstain. Okay.
That was a tough one.
Now we're all covered, now we're all covered whether you were here or not. Because we're all in favor of it, so. Okay, so, the next thing is peer-to-peer project.
So this was, an idea that, Officer Lennon had, and it's a good one. To participate in a regional, peer-to-peer support team, it's for mental health kind of stuff for employees and officers. We've been using Manchester, so when we do like a stress debrief, that kind of stuff, we use the Manchester Police Department. And we have been using them as well for any employee support stuff, that our guys, if guys need some help with stuff, or some counsel or advice, or whatever, you know, outside the official lines here. But Pete is some people know, works for the city of Manchester. He's very friendly with the guy who runs the peer-to-peer group over in Manchester, and they talked about it, and he's trying to get more, regional teams going. So like, the issue they have with smaller departments is some officers may not be comfortable going to somebody to talk to them and saying, hey, I need some counseling, I need help, or, you know, we're having some problems, you know, at home or whatever. If the you know, everyone else is gonna find out. So what they've been doing with the smaller departments is they've put a bunch of departments together. So we're trying to do a plan with Candia and Chester, so the Candia, Auburn, and Chester, 3 departments, and each department would supply 2 people to get trained. You have to be certified, as a, I don't know what they would call it, it's not a counselor.
He had a name for it, I forgot.
There is a name for it, but I can't, a team member,
Oh, but
a
it's-
regional team member, but you have to go.
There's a
train.
job description for it.
Yeah, yeah, so you have to be certified, because they work with some, mental health doctors and stuff that are, again, part of these regional teams in New Hampshire. In each department, we already met, we talked with the other chiefs, and we had a meeting together with the Manchester, peer support guy, and, have agreed to supply 2 officers each. Issue is trying to find a school to get certified, and Pete's working with the city of Manchester. He thinks the health department's gonna run one of the schools, and we'd be able to jump on board with that. If not, we would have to look around a little bit, but we'll get one. By the end, our goal is by the end of summer to have 2.
Well, Manchester Manchester officers have to be certified from some place.
Exactly right.
So they're gonna know where that place
They
is.
think they're gonna run a school next December, but we'd like to get our guys done
So
before
you,
then, but if worst
well,
case is.
you'd put a sign-up sheet and see if somebody wants to volunteer to do it?
Yeah, well, we might just pick the officers because you want someone who's pretty empathetic,
Yeah.
pretty approachable by the other officers. We're looking for somebody who doesn't particularly have rank. It won't be Lil. So we will probably pick out patrol officers that most of the guys would think are a good fit for that. Now, it
If
doesn't
they
mean-
wanna do it, or
If
would
they
it
want,
be?
it's a
If
voluntary.
you don't wanna force it on.
No, it's a voluntary thing.
Okay.
And that way, again, if we had a debriefing, like a critical incident debriefing, we could do it ourselves. Probably not the first couple of times, we get support from Manchester again, like we've been doing. But after a while, a couple of years, down the road, we'll be able to do most of those services ourselves, which is pretty cool. And then it'll spread to other towns, other smaller towns around us. They have all the bigger departments are already regionalized, it's just the small ones that are kinda out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea.
let's look into it, there's a lot of,
Yeah, it doesn't cost us anything, it's a good program, and if it helps out even one police officer, then great, so it's probably worth the time.
mhm.
But I think I'd let you, again, try to keep you guys filled in on what's going on.
All right.
And what we're doing. I've had some loose talk about maybe looping in the fire departments at some point, once we get the groundwork settled,
Yeah,
Cause they already join us for like most of the briefs here, we usually do them together.
Yeah.
After the critical incident, we'll have a debriefing with the fire guys, and they participate, so.
you have a
That's
day
something.
situation, a couple full-timers, they'll
Yeah.
they'll
come
get
as well.
together with one of our officers and
Yeah.
be a team.
Yeah, so maybe
Sure.
that's something we can look at.
That's a good process.
Yeah, and I'll keep you guys kinda informed of what's going on with the training and stuff like that, so.
Yeah,
Alright,
you got anything else?
nope,
So that was the peer-to-peer.
yep,
Okay. So, anything else that should be presented before the commission, before I make a motion to adjourn?
nope.
Okay, so we're gonna make a motion to adjourn at 7:45 PM,
Second.
okay?
Aye.
Aye.
Who,